What if I told you one of Germany's tiniest vans once delivered mail, groceries, and even the mayor, all before lunch? Meet the Microvan that did more before noon than most politicians do all year. Ladies and gentlemen, and my friend Timmy, today we are diving into the story of the Goggomobil TL-400, the only van in history that could be mistaken for a toaster on wheels if the toaster had German engineering sliding doors and was painted postal yellow. Now, before we unpack this adorable mechanical bread box, do me a favor. Smash that subscribe button like my neighbor Bob smashes his television every time the government mentions 5Gs. He says it's the aliens again. We don't argue. We just nod. It's safer that way. You see, back in 1957, while Elvis was shaking hips and Bob was wiring tinfoil into his backyard bunker, the Deutsche Bundespost, that's Germany's postal service, needed to ditch their rickety three-wheeled Tempo trucks. Enter Hans Glas GmbH, a company better known for scooters and tiny cars than utility vans. Their pitch? Let's chop off the sedan body, slap on a van roof, and pray it doesn't fall over in a crosswind. And surprisingly, it worked. The TL-400 came with a 398 cubic centimeters, two-stroke, two-cylinder air-cooled engine shoved horizontally under the rear cargo platform, pushing out a massive 20 horsepower. That's right, 20. 1 horsepower for each of Timmy's brain cells on a good day. And before you ask, yes, it did have 4 gears. Well, 4 gears and a driver brave enough to use them. Now let's talk size. This van is 9 feet 6.5 inches long, 2,910 millimeters, 4 feet 3 8/10 inches wide, 1,316 millimeters, and stands at an adorable 5 feet 6 7/10 inches tall, 1,695 millimeters. It's basically shorter than your average politician, yet heavier than Timmy after a sausage festival, around 600 kilograms, 1,323 pounds. But what made it special wasn't just its tiny size. Oh no, it had full independent suspension with coil springs and swing axles. That's right. More bounce than Timmy's rent checks, rear-wheel drive, hydraulic drum brakes on all wheels, and doors that slid open like it was trying to impress you with a magic trick. And it came in all kinds of flavors, a closed van, a cute little pickup, or even a street-cleaning municipal version. Because when you want to keep your city clean and humble, nothing says we tried like a yellow matchbox on wheels with Deutsche Bundespost stenciled on the side. Over 3,667 units were made between 1957 and 1965, but more than half went to the Postal Service, and today, fewer than 100 still exist. Collectors? Oh, they love this thing. They say it's rare, it's fun, and it reminds them of a time when vans were built for purpose, not Instagram likes. One TL-400, painted in a Krispy Kreme livery, sold in 2010 for $88,000. And the record? A 1958 model in full PZ candy branding fetched a mind-melting $172,500 at RM Sotheby's in 2013. Let that sink in. $172,000 for a van that maxes out at 75 kilometers per hour, 46 miles per hour, and drinks 5.2 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers, 45 miles per gallon. Now look. I'm not saying this van is perfect. The interior is about as luxurious as a broom closet. The top speed is more of a suggestion, and starting it in the cold probably requires a ritual and 3 goats. But I'll say this, it's got character. It's charming, and when you see it, you just smile. I believe even Bob cracked a grin once, then claimed it was a spy van and threw a net over it. So what do I think of the Goggomobil TL-400? It's a microvan that beat the odds, hauled the mail, and now hauls serious cash at auctions. It's slow, it's boxy, and it makes absolutely no sense in today's world. And that's exactly why we love it. And finally, if you laughed today, if you learned something new, or if you just enjoy hearing about vehicles that confuse modern mechanics, consider becoming a sponsor of our channel. That's less than Bob spends on his daily ration of conspiracy magazines. Links below video, and I promise, no aliens. See you next time.